Which one is better? The taking dating coach or the married dating coach? I mean, the single dating coach or the married dating coaches? It depends. And the only factor I have to tell you is this. The only thing that I would say that will hinder a dating coach from being good consistently is the changing of times and how dating changes according to technology and the times that we live in. And the problem that happens is that the dating coach, especially now, changes at a rapid pace. And as a result of that change, it changes people's psychology, the way that they choose, the way that they feel about themselves. And it just has trickling effects. That if you just stay taken for 10 years and you come back, you're gonna see a whole new world, right? One second, let me get some rice. Hey, how much is just the rice? How much is just the rice? In order. Okay, I'll get that. Or free, it doesn't matter. You know. Yeah, just the rice. Huh? Yeah, put some gravy on that. Yeah. What kind of rice you have? Yeah, let me get the rice and beans, but can you put the gravy on the side? Huh? I don't know, like give me an extra of that, you know? Okay, just put the gravy in there. Yeah, uh-huh. All right, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Um, but yeah, as I was saying. So yeah, man, it changes, man. And what used to happen is that, you know, like for example, when you're married, man, you're not thinking of ways to improve on your skills, you know, because those muscles are atrophied. Think about that. It's like those muscles become atrophied. Your creative muscle to understand people becomes atrophied. Sure, you may work with people, but when you're single, what happens is that you encounter more struggles, you encounter more obstacles, and there isn't that stability. Right? Okay, well, all right, the rice. Rice. Just just some rice. Oh, let me get some water too. Yeah. The white rice. No, the with the beans and stuff. Yeah, water. These two. Yeah. How much? You guys don't have avocado? Oh, come on. You guys should get avocado. Put it on the side. No? Huh? Oh, get out of here. Of course they will. I'll get it. I guess. I can imagine, right? So alright, okay. Give me one second, people. But yeah, so and that's a big problem, man. I'm telling you, like you have a lot of coaches who are completely out of touch, absolutely out of touch. You know, and it's kind of like, you know, they want a relationship that's good. It brings some stability. You know. Yeah, I'm saying just an avocado in a minute. But the problem is that it stagnates your creativity, right? Struggles when you're dating force you to become creative. Can I get a bag? Okay, yeah, take as many seconds you want. Thank you. Good day. Anyways, um, gotta get some avocado after this. But so yeah, man. Look, man. Look, single. Like people say, oh man, you a dating coach? Well, you single. First of all, what makes you think I'm single? All right, like a lot, like my definition of single is completely different than most definition of single. But you have to be out there because yo, like you things change so much, and new information comes out that if you are not single, you're not gonna have the need to learn this. Motherfuckers, I'm single, man. I need to learn everything I can learn. All right, and that's how I disseminate my information to you guys. And the thing is that I'm always experimenting with new girls. Always experimenting different ways of approaching. Always experimenting different ways, like just everything. Like I just experiment. But like you guys don't understand how much I experiment. Like I am like Like, I experiment on my fucking ass, right? And that experimentation is what helps me come up with new material. It, but if I was single, if I was married and shit with shackles and all that shit, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the same. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know. Like it just wouldn't be the same, man. You know, and I don't know. That's the way I see it, man. It's kind of like if you're like, for example, like you know how many times I've Alexis. You know how many times like I've came up with amazing material, or because of a breakup, or because a girl did that, and I'm like, oh my god, that's incredible! I cannot believe you did that, bitch. I cannot believe you did that. Let me write it down and sell it, right? That all comes from dating, dude. Like, there's just some things you just will never learn if you're just always single, man. Like, there's some things you will never learn about yourself if you're always dating. You know what I'm saying? Sure, there also is a dynamic, right? A balancing act where, yeah, okay, motherfucker, you're telling people to be single, but you also gotta also be taken from time to time, right? So I agree with that. One second, gotta get the cash for the avocado. One second. Hey, y'all avocados? Oh, come on. Where's the avocado, you know? All right, thank you. Oh, next block? Yeah, I guess. All right, thank you. Ah, damn it, man, they got making me walk and stuff. Man, they gotta get their goddamn own avocados. All right, whatever. Um, bullshit, man. It's a goddamn bodega, man. Avocado should be there. Whatever, guacamole, avocado, fucking orange and orange juice. I don't know, man. Um, so yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. And yo, man, I'm telling you, man. Like, let me tell you something, man. There were a few times where I almost got stuck in a relationship, right? Almost got stuck, right? No, I'm kidding. But I fucked up. I really I fucked up 2 times. I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. You know. And the thing is about being single is that it exposes a lot of your weaknesses. You know, because you're meeting new people and they don't give a fuck about you, and so they'll react very appropriately. If they don't like you, they'll leave you. But now, oh my god, now shit is different now. That shit don't happen no more. Right now, like it's gotten to the point where the women are profusely chasing me, profusely, and it ain't like I got cuter, you know. It ain't like I got cuter. Oh shit, did I enter? It ain't like I got cuter, you know. What changed was my mentality, you know. It's not that I became less tolerant, but I became less tolerant of bullshit. And in what sense? For example, like I don't fucking know. Like I just became less tolerant, right? And it has a paradoxical effect on people. One second. Let me see if they have avocado here. Hey, you got avocado? All right, thank you. Pathetic, man. Fucking pathetic. Oh. Hey, fuck you, nigga! Fuck you! Motherfucker! Toma más huevo, coño! You saw that shit? Oh, good. Yeah, motherfucker! No! Hey, motherfucker! Oh my god, yeah. Anyways, breathe, Alexis. Alright, let me get the avocado. Hey, you have avocados? Oh, come on, man. Where they sell avocado around here? Alright, cool. Alright, anyways. Um, Nah, some dude fucking was riding his goddamn bike, and literally like I even felt, I felt the fucking air, like I felt the air like literally like fly through me, and then he looked back, telling me, yo, the mama go coño. Anyways, yo, this week I've had a few confrontations with people, man, like a few confrontations already, man. It's been a little fucking weird, but anyways. All right, let me see. I think they have avocado here. Oh, god damn it, it's a store. I don't want. Whatever. God, I hate waiting in line. What's a good avocado that's shown?
Little hot?
They're all a little hard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good.
Yeah.
Ah, they're all hard. Ah, this is not. Uh, no, right? No, you don't care. You don't care, man. Okay, at least I gotta try. Let me see. Sorry, people. I know this may not be entertaining for you guys. All right, I think the thing is it's hard, but sometimes the avocado looks bad, but it is good. But should I risk it? Don't press them? Nah, whatever. I'm done with them. I'm not risking it. Because bad avocado angers me, man. Bad avocados anger me. Not anger me, but like just annoying me. You know. Ah, people, man. I'm in a Jamaican neighborhood and I cannot find avocado. This is a real shame, man. Honest to God, this, this is a true shame, true tragedy. This is unbelievable. Couldn't find avocado, man. Couldn't find avocado. Couldn't find avocado. Anyways, back to what I was saying, man. So yeah, man. In my opinion, much better for dating coach to be single. Much better. You have more need to be creative. It's just how it is, man. If I was single, I wouldn't be as creative with my in terms of like learning new shit as I am now. And when I do get in a relationship, how would things change? I don't know. But all I know is, see, me, I'm polyamorous. So even if I'm in a relationship, I won't stop seeing other people, right? Or yeah, that's because me. The truth is that I cannot do with just one woman. I really cannot. And I'm very straightforward. I don't care if they don't like that. I really don't care. It's just how I am. And there are women out there who don't mind that. So if the girl minds that, if the girl has a problem with that, then she's not for me. It's all good, girl. With no hurt feelings. Keep going about your way. I'll keep going about my way, and we'll both find someone who's compatible to what we want. You know, because the only reason, let's make a video about why I'm single. The only reason why I'm not single is because, dude, I cannot, like, I don't know how some guys do it. Seriously, I cannot be like, I cannot stand being with one woman for more than 3 days. Like, I need a space. I need some fucking space, man. There's some dudes who spend fucking a whole week with their girl. Oh, God have mercy. What the fuck, a whole week? I remember one time a girl came from Florida, the baddest chick I've ever had. And she came for a week, man. After 3 days, man, I was tired. After 3 days, I was mentally checked out. Mentally checked out. I was like, yo. And she was like, what's wrong? And I was like, yo, man. At the time, I didn't have the balls to tell her that I don't want her to be around, because I was a nice guy. And she ended up breaking up with me. I should have told her I need some space. But I didn't because I was afraid. I was a nice guy. But I cannot deal with it, man. I just can't. So at first, I'll be honest with you. At first, I thought I was flawed mentally, because I was like, man, I don't know why I can't like a girl like most guys do, And I met a few women that I liked, and I liked them too much, I suppose, and I guess I turned them off. I'll be honest with you. And I was taught the wrong. I was taught the wrong thing when I was younger, man. Like, like I was taught that you gotta give them everything. Tell them how much you like them. Even as a dating coach, I had my goal. Literally, that's how it was. But I couldn't keep them, right? Like, I got very good at one skill, and I had this huge flaw, and it was because I just didn't know how to, I didn't know how to keep them, and I don't know. Anyways, so that was definitely a problem. So I really thought I couldn't like someone, until I actually liked someone, and I was happy that I liked her, because it made me realize, okay, D, like you got a heart, You're not that cold, right? But so now I am hopefully looking if I can find someone, but I'm just too goddamn picky, man. It's not that I'm picking in terms of looks, but I'm picking in terms of the quality that I want in a woman. Like I have very specific things, and not everyone is my type. Not in terms of how you look, because I don't care if you're a redhead. I don't care if you're Chinese. Yeah, I don't. Asian girls, me and them, we never get along. They never liked me. I never liked them. So it's kind of like it's a mutual unattraction towards each other, right? But so for those who are curious, I usually go for Hispanics because I am Hispanic. That's usually my type. Latinas, um, Puerto Ricans, not Dominicans. Fuck that shit. Hell no. But everything outside of Dominicans, I'll date. um, but yeah, man, that's so if I do get in a relationship, it will just be polyamory. No, honestly, and I'll start teaching that. I'll start teaching how to get into those polyamorous relationships because that's gonna be like the projection of my channel. To be honest with you, like teaching, again, like poly, teaching about BDSM, stuff that couples do. So if all of a sudden you start noticing how to play games with your partner, or how to spice up the sex life, just know that just know that Alex has to think that. I mean, the fact that I'm making that video means that I'm thinking that, right? Because everything that I make is usually comes from my mind. Look, people, this is the truth. In all honesty, this is the truth. And maybe that's what I think. My content is genuine, and the reason why it's genuine is because it comes from my heart. It comes from my own struggles. Like whenever you hear me angry, it's because I'm really angry. It's because I'm frustrated. It's because like I'm letting it out, and me letting it out for some reason you guys like it. So it's a good value. I'm able to speak my mind, and you guys are able to learn from me and freeload and stuff like that. Wait 1 second. Last play this one. Hey, you guys have auto? No? All right, let me get a zigzag. One left. Oh, thank God. Dollar. Yeah. It's a little squishy, but whatever. Let me get the zigzag. Settle the avocado. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Nah, man, sex is overrated in your world, not in my world. I mean, look, it is true. Sex is overrated once you have sex. Like once you have it, it's overrated. You're like, oh, okay, whatever, right? Isn't that how it is? Like once you have it, you're like, all right, I was hyping it up in my mind, but it's not overrated. Get the fuck out of here, man. There's a lot of shit you can do with sex, man. Like that's shit, man. You gotta get creative, man. You gotta get creative, homegirl. What are you doing? All right, give me a second. The fact that you're thinking that might mean that you may not like the guy you're with. Like if you think sex is overrated, it just means the guy you're with most likely is not laying the pipe down properly. Point blank period. Because if you meet a guy, first of all, you have to respect the guy. You have to have a certain level of respect for the guy so that the guy can lay the pipe down properly and that you can take it properly, right? Because if you think that this guy's a bitch and he all of a sudden says, suck daddy dick, all right? You're like, what the fuck you mean daddy? You get the fuck, you ain't no goddamn daddy, right? So a lot of women, like maybe they don't genuinely like sex. All right, whatever. You have those anomalies. So if you are that anomaly, forget what I'm saying. But a lot of women who say I don't like sex, it just means that they're having sex with dudes who they don't respect, with dudes who they're settling with. It is that simple. When you like a dude, look, man. When you like a dude and you're afraid to lose him, that dick glistens of gold. It's glistening gold. You know. When you don't like the dude, that same dick doesn't look the same. You know. So yeah. All right, people. I'm about to get back to the apartment, and I have some jerk chicken from last night, so I'm about to cook that up. And how about if she's half Dominican? Then that means she's half evil. Nah, I'm good. No, thank you. Alex will eventually get tired of playing the field. All right, Picky is good. Okay, he's not ready for one woman yet. I don't know about that, man. Like, why would I limit myself to one woman? What if I find a woman who loves me and then suddenly there's another woman who loves me, right? Two women who love you. I like that. And hopefully they love each other. Look, people, you guys might say this dude is talking out of his mind. That's possible. Like, you guys don't understand that's possible. Like, there's reasons why it's possible. There's a lot of psychological reasons why it's possible. You know, it's just it's 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 part of cultures. It's part of cultures. If it's part of cultures, it means it's aligned with human nature. You know, like human nature is like there are cultures who is normal for to have multiple wives, and it's not the multiple wives thing. You gotta ask why does that work? Like what in the female psychology allows her to be okay with it? Because clearly, the fact that you think that's impossible, it means that there's a missing link to human nature that you just don't understand because of your own biases. So rather than saying that's crazy, ask yourself, what in human nature allows for a woman, to be okay with being with a dude who's with another woman, or maybe all three each other loving them? Because that's out there. In life, study the anomalies. Study the anomalies in life so that you can understand human nature. Because the anomalies sometimes speak more of people than what's normal. You know, like when you see, like I've seen it. And what's funny is that the way those relationships usually start is not because the dude initiated it. It's because the woman initiated it after like a year of being with the guy. She says, "Hey, let's spice things up, and let's maybe bring somebody else." It's the woman. The guy will say yes, but that tells me that there are guys who are literally with a woman who she'll do things for him. He just has to ask. Just ask. Hey, I thought about polyamory. What do you think about that? Just fucking ask. She's not gonna say like she's not gonna fucking kill you. If you, let me tell you something. I tell dudes, if you're afraid to ask that to a woman, it means you are not in control of that relationship. Not in a negative way, but I'm just mean it means you're not the man in the relationship. It means you're just not the man. You know, if you're not willing to just ask, she might. If she says no, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. You know, it's, at least you shot your shot. You know. What about a woman having two boyfriends? You could have that. I've seen that. I've seen that. The difference is that there's a price to pay, right? Because it's easier. It's harder for God to do that. So it's easier for women. So it means that since it's easier, it has to balance out. So well, you know what that balance is? Judgment from people. If you don't give a fuck, go ahead and do that. But I'm just saying, you don't say, oh, it's fucked up. No, no, no. But nah, motherfucker. It's hard for God to do that. So of course, the other balance is gonna be that socially acceptable. But because it's so easy for a woman, then the other balance is that she's gonna have to pay a price. The price that the guy pays is the effort to make that shit happen. And the chances are pretty slim if he doesn't watch my channel, right? But for women, the judgment is the problem. You could do that. Don't get me wrong, but the culture is a problem. It's not against human nature. There are guys who are willing to do that. The problem is the culture. And if that's a problem for you, then go somewhere else. I don't know what the hell that's normal. Maybe in Berlin. I don't know. They're freaks over there. Um, but not for me though. I tell you that. Nah, fuck that shit. If a girl says to bring a dude over, that's done. That's a deal breaker for me. There is no way in hell. I am not. Look, I am when it comes to my fantasies, I am the star. I don't need no co-star. I don't need no host, no co-host. I don't need no fucking supporting cast. I am the star of that fantasy. There is no need to be outshined. All right. So and in life you got to be strict about that, man, because some women might find that selfish, and in fact I don't give a fuck if they find that selfish. That just means we're not for each other. Look, man, I learned this. If you're difficult, not by being like a dickhead, but I'm just saying by standing by your ground. It's almost like you having an apartment to sell and saying it's 600 firm. Like that firmness, not 550, not 590, 600. That firmness is the equivalence of being difficult, right? I have these standards. This will happen. If you're not like this, then this is not gonna work out. And you're okay with them leaving them. And you're okay with them leaving you. All right, people. Look, man. I'm going back to my apartment. I'm hungry, and this says, don't you have to be a wealthy owner to have multiple wives? Bitch, we ain't talking about wives. We talking about your girlfriend, man. Girl who you like. She don't have to live with you and shit. She could just, just fucking live around the neighborhood. A little too close, but she's around. All right, people. Hope you guys enjoy this. It's a long video. Holy shit, long ass video, man. I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't notice how long this video was, but just wanted to make this video and walk around with you guys, right? Um, all right, people. You guys be safe, and if you guys want one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org / any game coaching, and check out my online course. I have online courses and stuff like that. It's going to take a very unstable woman to want to be with you. Well, you know what? I'll stabilize her. She can watch my channel, be stabilized, all right? So it says nothing wrong with that.